Alright guys, I wanted to make this video actually commenting a little bit my Superheat from the World Championship KZ from this year. I'm that guy over there with a yellow helmet and starting from P5. This is the Superheat as I mentioned. I'm not gonna do this for the final because unfortunately my final lasted for one lap only. I mean then I was able to start again, but yeah, the final was really bad. I mean I had a crash at the start and that was a shame because I think the pace was great. It was unbelievable all weekend long. I think we had the chance to fight for the win, or as a bare minimum for the podium. But yeah, I think the pace was so good that I think we had the chance to really fight with Senna. But anyways, yeah, let's enjoy this super heat. I'm gonna give you some comments about my race. To be honest, I haven't even watched the race yet. This is the first time. I tried to watch this during the race week, during the Sunday, but I think my phone didn't have enough 4G, 5G, whatever. Didn't have enough internet, so it was all blurry, and I didn't get the chance to rewatch it. But yeah, so let's watch it together. Maybe I can give you some I don't know, some interesting stories behind the scenes. Uh, Actually, let's go a little bit further. Warming up the tires, getting into the last corner. I've never done such a video, but before I was literally running on the treadmill and I was like, you know what, maybe somebody's gonna be interested. Maybe it's gonna be quite cool to review my race. And yeah, in the end, the race went pretty well. That means the super heat, I was able to finish P2 because I mean it was P3 on the line, but then Pedro Ilbran got a bumper, and so I was moved up one position. But regardless, I mean, didn't change too much the outcome of my of my final. It's quite, yeah, quite a shame to not even compete. But anyways, let's watch. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm in P5, third row. You can see me with the helmet over there. Maybe you can see me. I like to point with the mouse, but I think it's worse if I do that. I'm still moving myself there, trying to to get the tires not to be stuck, so that you bog down. Yeah, we're getting ready for the fifth light. To be honest, my starts weren't amazing all week. I didn't get very good launch. This one was decent, honestly. But I just like I was not too good on it, to be honest. I went from P5 to P6, but then I was able to. I think I gained a position. I think I gained a position. Yeah, yeah, I gained a position on the blue card of Albanese, of the KR Car Republic, and then I got another position here on the yeah on Ricardo. I was able to park it, otherwise they would pass me. But yeah, got a bit of a gap from the front three drivers. My tires were still a bit cold, didn't have the grip yet. I was able to kind of survive and at least get a bit of a gap, which was good enough to make me breathe for the first couple of laps. And meanwhile, I was hunting down for the top three. Yeah, three of the best. I mean, probably the three best drivers in the world. Like yeah, Senna, Hilbrand, Palomba. They were fighting last year for the World Championship, and they were fighting this year again. So, but I think I had more pace this weekend. I'm pretty sure I did. Um, but they were holding pretty much in the same heat as me. Anyways, now catching up to them, closing up on Palomba in P3. There's a bit of dirt on the track there, so we had to make like a bit of a chicane on the straight. Preparing very well the last corner. I always struggled in the last corner the whole weekend. It's not the best corner for me. But anyways, let's enjoy the video a little bit. So the first laps weren't the best for me. I was always struggling a bit with the grip, but that was a good news because at least then I was picking up the grip and it was better on for me. I would prefer like that than the other way around of having the grip right away and then having too much grip or just like dropping grip later on. But yeah, so I'm right there, still sitting in P4. Um, I'm not closing up right away. I think I didn't have, as I said, the best pace at the beginning. I was kind of there and I was kind of waiting. I was like, okay, let's wait for the grip to come. Yeah, these guys were fighting a bit. Like, yeah, this kind of offsetted me a little bit because yeah, because I was on the back of Pedro there. I think I was a bit quicker in sector 2. But then, of course, it's so hard to pass. You know, I actually tapped his back there a little bit. But then, you know, when you go through this, if the driver in front is defending, which is what he did, it's then quite difficult to do anything about it. So the only thing you can do is to set it up for the next one, ideally closing up on the straight. But that was quite good overtake from Palomba. I think that was the easiest place, well, or the the least difficult place to overtake was turn 5. But you still had to commit because, you know, it's going downhill, and when you go downhill, it's quite tricky. It's quite tricky to stop. Yeah, anyways, Danilo had great pace. He was quite fast. And I think the early stages is closed up on me. But, you know, I was kind of sitting behind Pedro over there. It was sector 2 was really strong for me. But then going down that, I was struggling a little bit in the last corner again, even though my braking was quite strong. And yeah, first two were not pulling away, which was good news for me. I was able to stay there. Their pace wasn't mega. I think I had better pace than them. So at this point, we're all getting bunched up quite a bit. You can see lap 6, we're all very close. Senna struggling in the front, struggling to pull away. Palomba is right behind him and is getting ready for a move. Me and Pedro right behind as well. That corner was bad for me. It was really bad. You can see I had to defend on Danilo right behind. Otherwise, he would pass me for sure. Here was a bit of a contact, but didn't get penalized after the race. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it went, but yeah, for sure there was a contact there. I don't know if it was a racing incident or not, but anyways. I was actually, after I saw that contact, I thought there could have been a penalty because, you know, FIA are very strict stewards, so I thought maybe there could have been a penalty. Oh, here Hildebrand had a contact with Senna, so I gained a position, free overtake, and there we are. I mean, P3, P4, the two Sodis. I have a bit of a gap, so I don't defend. I just put my head down and look forward, beat a little bit of a gap, and now my full focus is on closing up on Pedro and Paloma in front. Yeah, that was not the best corner, but still unable to pull. Sector 2 was very strong for me all the time. The last corner, I don't know, okay, there's a bit of elastic effect, rubber band effect, but I was not too good in the last corner. I don't know, didn't have too much confidence on the brakes, and like, not really the brakes for me. The brakes were quite good, the rotation was not the best. But anyways, we go down into turn 5. Should have brought some popcorn actually, that would have been cool next time. Then I'm pulling the gap again in sector 2, pretty strong from my side. I'm closing up on Pedro. You see the gap, I think it's going down now from 6 tenths, 5 tenths now, gain a tenth. So yeah, at this point during the race, it was, yeah, now 4 tenths actually, gain 1 more tenth. Yeah, at this point in the race, it was quite strange because, okay, I think now Pedro's going for it. Yeah, I remember well. Yeah, Pedro went for it. I'm right behind Palomba. Now we're all bunched up again. I closed up quite a bit, quite actually. Oh, that was a pretty nice corner. Yeah, I think I slightly bumped him because, yeah, I just didn't get a good corner. And that actually put me on the back foot, which wasn't ideal. I had to defend. Yeah, I lost a bit of momentum and a bit of a gap from. And I had to kind of defend a little bit because, honestly, as I said, my last corner wasn't the best on the exit, and I always felt like I said I was a bit quicker. That was silly for me. I shouldn't have defended. But yeah, let me go back actually. I didn't realize I had this much gap. Oh, what an idiot! I should have. I should have not defended, or at least much less. That was a mistake from my side. But I didn't expect to get such a good corner in turn two. Anyways, at least I kept the position. But yeah, that was not the right thing to do. I should have tried to not defend. Yeah, that was a contact between Hilbrand and Senna, which gave me the position. Yeah, I said thank you very much. Four more laps into the race, it started to be a bit boring, to be honest. I was pushing like crazy. I mean, I knew I had to get rid of these tires anyways. So I was like, okay, let's push as much as I can. And I think I was selling purple sector too. I'm closing up. You see the gap from 6 tenths now will go down from Palomba. I closed up quite a bit, to be honest. I was starting to be really fast towards the end of the race once again, which doesn't look like I'm closing up, but you know, at this level, closing up 1 or 2 tenths in KZ, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I closed up so much from Palomba. Like you saw, it was 6 tenths, now it's 3 tenths. But yeah, I mean, the problem was that when I was getting close, it was then difficult to have the front end. Almost felt like you were in a race car, like almost felt like you had understeer, almost like aerodynamic. But yeah, sector two was mega. Oh my god! Like looking at it in hindsight, uh, I was so quick. I gained another tenth. I was so close. I think this lap was my fastest lap or second fastest lap. I don't know. It was quite fast. Yeah, I catched a lot. Another half a tenth. But the only thing, as I said, like once you get close, I think that was a little mistake from my side. I went a bit too wide. Yeah, it was a mistake. I lost for sure, like alpha tenth. Yeah, once you get close enough, you need to be. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, that was fast lap. But I think afterwards, Albanese is gonna beat me. But yeah, that was a really strong lap. But too bad I messed up turn two because that didn't give me the chance to pass in turn five. But again, closed up massively in sector two. Again, I'm very close, 2 tenths only. But again, it was so hard. Like I think he was able to pick up the Trottoslali earlier than me, but I mean I had a better line overall, to be honest. But yeah, I was struggling out of this corner, to be honest. I couldn't get the perfect exit, and to be honest, he was doing a better job than me. Uh, or maybe my cart or whatever. Like my cart felt amazing sector two, which is where I was pretty much always purple sector two all weekend long. But then I was not the best in sector one and three. I was okay, but not the best. So that didn't help me to set up a move. And to be honest, I mean, we were all driving very similarly with lap times. And when you got close enough, it was honestly quite challenging to. It's quite challenging to set up a move. Now I was quite close. This is the last lap, I think. I was quite close. No, well, yeah, I think he defends or something. No, he doesn't. No. Yeah, here I made a mistake. A big one, I remember. You know what happened? I locked the fronts, but like I had a massive vibration on my fronts. But didn't feel like but I think I just had a bit too much steering wheel. Let me see again. And I missed the apex because I had so much lock in the front. So it was starting to vibrate. It happens sometimes when you're so on the limit, but it made me lose so much time. But thankfully, I was so quick in sector 2 that I didn't really have to worry about it. I pulled away quite a bit, but again, I think I still defended a bit in the last corner. You never know. Better be. Oh, and I locked again in the last corner. So yeah, it was quite. Yeah, the last lap was quite bad. I locked up twice, but anyways, at the end of that was a P2. Yeah, it was a P3, but then it was a P2 because yeah, Pedro I think had the bumper. You can see as the marks. So yeah, uh, we're not gonna watch the final. The final was the final ended pretty much in the first lap. So yeah, unfortunately the pace was again, it was great, but yeah. Anyways, the pace was good, but you don't win the race by pace. You need to be at the right place at the right time, and unfortunately I was at the wrong place at the wrong time in the final. But yeah, quite pleased after all these years away from professional racing, and it was my first ever KZ1 World Championship. Yeah, I felt really good. I had 3 fastest laps in the heats. I had second fastest lap in the quali. It was just 200s away from overall pole position, which I slightly missed the last corner, otherwise I would get pulled. Yeah, but whoulda, coulda, shoulda. Like you can. Everybody would win if they, in hindsight, with if could should we would all win. But yeah, I'm not gonna be yeah spending any extra second of analysis. At the end of the day, the pace was great, but Senna was the winner. Congrats to him, my teammate. Even though I felt like I generally had more pace throughout the rest of the week, for some reason everything clicked for me. The week before, the Champions of the Future, he had way more pace than me. But this weekend I had more pace. But yeah, he ended up winning because he did everything right. He was at the right place at the right time. Didn't do anything wrong. His starts were better than me. So yeah, from that point of view, he deserved it more. We'll try again next year. But overall, I was very pleased for having such a strong pace, and yeah, that gives me a lot of confidence into whatever next few races gonna be. I don't know when I'm gonna race. I have to go back with BabyRace to do the last 3WSK of the season, and then yeah, we'll have the winter break, and then we'll see. But anyways, it was a great experience. Didn't end as I wanted. Of course, my goal was to win, but yeah, I think we showed off massive pace, and I look forward to get back. I'll see you.